Okay. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to this episode of the Level With Us Livecast with me, your host Marco DeSantos, also known as the Mechanic Critic, and with me is the ever amazing, ever wonderful designer of Bullet himself, project manager, Level 99 Games.
Josh, also known as E3. How's it going, everybody?
Hey folks, welcome back. We're back for another episode of the Livecast, but before we get into it, Josh, I want to ask you, how's your day been?
Busy. I've been having to run into a lot of different projects that I can't talk about yet.
Oh.
But, yeah, we got a lot of, we got a lot of pies right now, so to speak.
Well, my life has been turned completely upside down today, Josh.
What is that?
Well, I told you about it before the start of the stream.
The Chuck E. Cheese thing?
I can't believe that Chuck E. Entertainment Cheese just dropped a new summer album. I
Yeah, that's apparently fire.
It's apparently not garbage. I am absolutely flabbergasted. You know, like, it's just why? Like, just why? Regardless, we're here to play something entirely different. We're here to play some Bullet Star. So, quick overview. Bullet Star is a standalone expansion to Bullet Heart, which means that you can just get Star and you don't need Heart to play it. This game is not out yet. We are simply showing off some of the game components now that we've had more art and more time to develop them. One more thing is that I want to mention is that you can actually play this mod and play all of these characters right now. If you go to our Discord, just look for the Level 99 Games Discord. You can see it. They're on early community access, which is how we do playtesting, which is you don't need any special permissions. You don't need any special whatevers. Just join our Discord, and anyone can play these if you have Tabletop Simulator. Josh, before we get into it, why don't you give us a quick overview of the character you're about to play?
Sure. So, I'm playing Jane Doe here. She has these 3 bullets special, which I've already accidentally mixed in my bag, so I can't show you them. She has like you can see it board here. She has a gun and a mobilizer, a badge, and a coat. And these tokens here go into my current with the rest of my bullets. And when I draw them, I just do this action automatically. So instead of paying a P for these actions just happen when I draw a bullet. And then once I draw, it goes into my incoming for next turn.
Right. So
I get free effects, but I don't choose when I do. They just happen sometimes.
Right. This is kind of to model how she's slightly not the best detective ever. So she's like ruffling through her bag constantly for her equipment because she's constantly lost it. I'm gonna be playing Vesta Jackson, who's a MIT college student who is very much walking around with toast in her mouth. Very anime. Her power is that she can create fireworks. So when she does bullet, so when she clears bullets with her patterns, so notice how her patterns, whoa, okay. I was like, that flew somewhere. So notice how her patterns only have 2 clears on them. That's because if you clear a bullet with her patterns, instead of going to the opponent or whatever incoming you're supposed to send it to, you actually send them back into the bag. And then you pull out a number of bullets equal to a number between the bullets that you just cleared. Usually you pick the highest number, right? So in that case, I pull 3 because I cleared a 3. That's it. She has another special thing called her star action that I like calling the Puyo Puyo action, development-wise. Because basically, if you clear a star, you clear a bullet that's next to that star. So if you have a bunch of stars in a row, you just clear all of them, a la Puyo Puyo, a la Tetris Attack, or something like that. So it's really fun when she gets to do that. And that's it. That's Vesta. You have some lore on Jane?
Yeah, sure. So Jane's a Justicar. Kind of things we did in Star is we introduced a bunch of aliens or other races from planets in Star. Jane's one of these aliens. She's a Justicar. They're based from the Judge Dredd planet. They're a bunch of people that were initiated into this like justice system, and they kind of go in the universe just enforcing their ridiculous laws. Jane is kind of the underdog goody two-shoes person who joined them thinking that they were legit. And now that she's seen that they're kind of awful, well, she's trying to like use her really low-tier archivist position in the system to like do small rights and stuff.
Right.
And the reason she's in the game, the reason why she's on Earth is because her Justicar high-ups, I guess, got wind of what she was doing and just sent her on a mission to some random planet in the middle of nowhere in hopes to basically just get rid of her.
Right.
And so she's here on Earth and she's trying to root out problems here. And during the course of Star events, Rose happens, which is the boss we're fighting today, and causes a big zombie apocalypse. And she tries to deal with it. You can see the promo art if you join the Discord. Jane's actually the cover character of Star 2, so she's on the cover art. If you really dig in, or you notice that a lot of Jane's patterns, like strand of hair and scented perfume, specifically refer to Rose.
Yeah.
In fact, all of her patterns refer to Rose, like really subtly.
Right. She's
like
she's looking for Rose.
The yellow in it, yeah.
Yeah, because she's looking for Rose. Do note that Jane is on purpose completely black and white, as if she was in a noir movie.
Right. So whenever you get initiated into being a Justicar, your color changes to be black and white like that.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe we'll see more of them in the future in other games.
Oh, I'm excited for that. Well, I'm playing Vesta. Vesta's an MIT college student who's vice president of, I believe the name of the club is like the Positivity Club.
Yeah.
Yeah. MIT's Positivity Club. So she basically is the Genki girl character in an anime about a club of positivity, but I think no one actually likes the club that she's part of, and everybody thinks it's just a waste of time.
Yeah, also like an anime, right? Her club has like 4 members, and nobody cares about them, and they basically just annoy people, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
They come off as annoying.
And we're fighting against Rose. So Rose is one of the playable characters and obviously has a boss mode. Rose is the big bad for this game. She's a French artist. She has the power to manipulate souls using her cell phone. So she photoshops people's souls, essentially, is what we basically say. And now she's caused an entire zombie apocalypse by photoshopping a bunch of people's souls into nothingness, and now they're zombie cropites. She has a bunch of zombie names for her weird camera zombies. So that's kind of cool. Chad is asking, is that a Resident Evil pun for the boss name, for the boss UA?
Yes, it absolutely is. I said during Heart Develop I would try to keep references to Millennium Blades, but for Rose's boss name, I couldn't help it. It was the opportunity. It was too good.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, nothing's fun until it's printed, so it could still change, but I'm probably keeping it. It's too good.
It's too good. All right, so we're gonna move these lore blurbs aside. We don't need them anymore. I don't want to play with you anymore. We're gonna go play against the Black Rose. So, what's the Black Rose about? The Black Rose is very interesting as a boss. So the Black Rose says, bullets are cleared to the center. So Black Rose does not cleared to the incoming. Rose's shields cannot be broken by heroine, so we can't break her shields. So that's why all of her breakpoints are dashes. And finally, Rose's shield effects stay active for the rest of the game when revealed. This is the point of this boss. The boss progressively gets harder over time by revealing more and more of her shields. So how do we break her shields, Josh?
Well, you gotta check out her patterns.
Check out her patterns. So, for example, you look at Photobomber. If every heroine completed this pattern, Rose breaks a shield of your choice. She cannot break any more shields this round. So basically, we have to have this pattern, right, on our boards.
Mm-hmm.
And then, she'll randomly... so then we'll pick a shield to break, and then... that's it. So we just basically have to do her patterns constantly. Again, this is completely not final text, obviously, right? For example, Josh, remember that we still need to put the thing in the UA that says that you activate the shield effects when you do the pattern instead of when you fail the pattern, right?
Yeah, we might have to do a little bit of changing.
But that's okay. That's okay. Again, this is all in testing. So, with that in mind, let's fight the Black Rose. Josh, you okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
I was like, okay, let's go. Let's fight the Black Rose. So we basically need to have this weird fatter T shape in our sights. That's really hard to do, huh?
Yeah, I think all of Boss Rose's patterns are empty space, kind of like her hair patterns.
Right.
So.
Yeah. You know, so patterns oftentimes are a representation of what that character's power is, right? So Rose has a lot of empties because, one, she feels empty inside, ha 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 ha, but also because Rose is a person who manipulates souls, right? So we've actually associated empty spaces with souls before. Youngja's patterns are also all empty spaces. So, you know.
That was actually completely unintentional.
Josh!
I'm glad it worked out.
Josh, please!
Really bad luck here.
Okay, well, I already have
really
the pattern.
Bad luck. Okay.
Her intensity is really high as well. Vesta, how do you do? Getting some yellows is not fun.
Jane also doesn't have star actions either, so.
Yeah, I don't have star. So you don't have star actions. I can't draw patterns. So I can do 2 AP here and then do Rocket Punch and get rid of these. They get cleared to the center. So technically my UA would then mean that I clear 3, but then they also just get sent to the center, so it doesn't matter. So I'm not gonna do the Vesta stuff on that end because it's just gonna be a huge waste of everyone's time. Let me see. I really wish I could move a bullet up. You have a yellow too? You want to send me a yellow too? Oh, I forgot to get the team actions. Can you go and get the team actions from the other side of the board, Josh?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
First blood has begun. I'm very excited. Alright. Thank you. And I'm going to go move this one for 1 AP. And then we joint artillery. So notice how a lot of Vesta's pattern names are named after fireworks or, you know, her manifesting fireworks from her limbs.
Yeah, they're all like different like body parts that she it's like fireworks from. It's like joint artillery. It's like her shooting from her fingers.
Right. I'm gonna go spend 1 AP to pattern strike.
In a game like Exceed, you would be able to see this a little better, but I hope the name and flavor text is enough to carry that.
You can't just drop the notion of Bullet Exceed on us and then expect us not to question.
I mean, nothing happens until it's all right. I won't confirm whether or not we're not, but it'd be cool.
Okay. If you have spare AP, Josh, can you give me spare AP?
Sure. What do you need? I was gonna recur one of my tokens here.
Well, okay.
To show the audience how that works.
Sure. You can do it. So you can take your recursion action.
So Jane's other action, instead of drawing a path, she gets one automatically from her coat. She can recur one of these bullets back bag before the end of the turn, so I could take like my mobile example and put it back in. And since that's the only thing left, I just draw it again, and I get to clear another bullet, which is cool.
Right.
So I'll clear this as well.
I'm gonna go just clear this last 2. I got really unlucky this turn and got 0 stars. Can you believe that?
Pretty bad luck.
Pretty bad luck, Chief. Alright. I think that's it for my turn. I definitely have the pattern, do you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, so since we both have the pattern, we break one of Rose's shields. Which one do you want to break?
So I don't remember what the order in actually, which is kind of the intent. When you first play Black, you shouldn't really look at what her shields do because it's kind of fun to see what they are. And so thankfully I've forgotten, so let's just pick the top one and see what happens.
No, let's show the mechanic. Break the bottom one.
Oh yeah, it's random, right? Yeah.
No, it's not random, you just choose. So let's just break the bottom one.
Oh, is it choose? It used to be random.
It says
Did
choose
we change
here.
that?
It says choose here.
Huh.
Huh.
That's weird.
Well, it's okay.
Anyway, testing.
Testing. So this one says intensity plus 4, so our intensity is now 14.
Nice. Well, not nice.
Not nice. That's terrible. What are you talking about? That's the opposite of nice. Alright, so I'm gonna draw 14 bullets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Eee. And your turn, Josh, to draw 14.
Yep.
Bullet exceed when? Just kidding. Unless. And that's that's just, a thing. Put your equipment back in your bag.
Yeah, and then these go back in as well. Yep.
And then you shuffle. Alright, we start again. I need some stars, game, because that's where this character gets her mileage. Oh no, that's not a star. That is also not a star, but that does cherry bomb, so get rid of these. Bang,
We need a
bang.
new pattern too.
Oh, you're right, we need a new pattern. Okay, so it's just the same thing, but rotated.
Yeah, 4 of her patterns are the same shape, but rotated. I think one of them is different.
Oh. Okay.
Obviously, Jane gets worse the later game she is because she has less of a chance to draw her bullets.
Or rather,
before
it takes longer for her to get her bullets, right?
Right.
So it's
Which could be good, right? And you might draw them early, and they're not as good when you draw them early either. Like last turn, I drew one of my things turn 1, and that was or like pull 2 or
yeah,
something. That was not great.
that's kind of gross.
Yeah, it was a little gross. Okay, coat. So draw a pattern.
Uh-oh.
That's cool.
Oh boy. Okay, I think I have an idea. That's 1. 1, 2, 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm gonna go pull a Vesta. So I use Vesta has a swap action, so that's 1. And then I'll do another swap action, that's 2. So now I finally get to do the Vesta thing, which is Northern Lights show. Vesta will clear these 2. Bam, bam. Since those are both stars, I draw 2. And then, because those are both stars, I clear a bullet that was adjacent to each of them. So I'll also clear these. So that's Vesta.
These blue 4s.
Actually, I could have done it a bit smarter. And I could have done... This one was a regular bullet, and then I made a star here. So I could, like, clear this, clear this, clear this, clear... Oh, it's the same. Never mind. It's the same. It's literally the same. Same number of bullets. I have 2 more AP left. I'm gonna move this one here to make that column a bit safer. And I think that's it for my turn. Unless... Okay, wait, Josh. Do you wanna... trade offer. I receive 2 AP for a pattern, and you receive 2 AP for a pattern. I can't draw, but Josh can draw for me.
Right. Yeah, sure, you can.
Thank you.
It's fine.
Well, this is terrible. Okay, not terrible. Do you still need that 2 AP from me? I'm gonna wait until you...
No, you can use it. I'm good.
Alright, thank you. 1, 2, and we get rid of these. Phew. Alright. Do I have the pattern? Yes, I do. Because I've cleared that entire yellow column. Nice. Does Jane Doe have a punch boulder action? I have no idea what that means.
No, she doesn't have Chris Redfield's punch boulder, unfortunately.
Okay, Jane Doe's not the Resident Evil character. Rose is.
Yeah, but she's the one who fights the Resident Evil character.
I am in love with the newly revealed art. The art is amazing. So for
good.
people who aren't noticing, Black Rose's left arm is completely pixelated because she's photoshopped
Yeah, she's got
herself.
a bunch of like photo effects. She took a selfie and made herself like more powerful or whatnot.
Yeah.
You can see her eye has like a red effect, and she's got motion blur. Or her hair has motion blur too, but it's a little hard to see.
Oh, and she has flare lighting on her face. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
The Vesta chain reaction ability seems super... It is super fun when you get a bunch of stars on your board and you just go whoop, and then all of them get cleared. It's like playing Ikolu, but you get to choose. Instead of having to deal with 3s, you have to deal with stars. This game is gonna make me broke. Sorry, fam. Will the special bullets have what? Yes, okay.
The plan, just so everyone knows, is that, yeah, Star will come. You know, Jane is the with extra bits in Star. So she comes with punch for her gun badge and coat, and also wooden bullets for her gun badge and coat. Also, we will releasing that, we plan to release that deluxe wooden bullet set alongside Star as a separate product that you can buy if you, you know, want the nice wooden bullets instead of the punchy ones. That will also come with wood versions of Marvel's Marker and Senka's Crosshairs in case that you're coming from version 1 of Heart, which only has the punch sheets. Like if you didn't on the wooden bullets during the Kickstarter, you only have Heart, you can buy that and get those as well. So we've kind of got all the bases covered.
Oh my god. No! No! Josh, I completely forgot. No. Chat's asking, can't wait for the soundtrack for this game. I could have been playing OST, so we already have some of the tracks.
We do. We do have some of the tracks. There is a track for Star. It will hopefully be done by the time the launch is up, but we're not quite sure. We're still waiting on like 4 songs. They're all great.
Jane has a song already, right?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Jane's theme is in.
So
Vesta's
I could have.
theme is not.
Yeah, Vesta's theme is not. But I could be playing Jane's theme right now. Oh, sorry.
Is it too hard to put that on now? Or?
Well, we're streaming my screen, so if everybody's okay with me kind of doing, like, you know, kind of showing the back end a little bit,
pulling back the curtain.
Yeah, if everyone's okay with that, for the purposes of being able to
enhancing your boss experience.
Yeah, enhancing your boss experience. Oof. Okay, wait. We can do this. So if we go and add an image to this, and we browse my desktop for live stream thumbnail. All right. Okay, so now that that's up, I can actually just go into my personal files now. And play some music. So let me just go find Jane's theme.
It's not on Drive, right? Don't go on Drive.
I'm not gonna go on Drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for people who don't know, there's a Drive where we.
Yeah, we have a Google Drive for work stuff, and there are big secrets on that. If you were to access the soundtrack from there, it would be a problem.
It would be a big problem. We would secretly reveal Shrek. Oh no. All right. Chat, tell me if you can hear this. Okay, so chat is asking what's the purpose of Vesta's mechanic. So against this specific boss, Vesta's mechanic doesn't work because the boss has you clear to the center. So technically, it doesn't matter. So Vesta's mechanic is that when you clear a bullet, you instead of sending that bullet to the opponent, you send the number of bullets from the center equal to the number on that bullet. So if I clear a 3, I don't send that 3 to the opponent. I send the opponent 3 bullets from the center. But Rose's ability is that all bullets are cleared to the center. So there's no point in me doing the ability, because if I clear a 3, I would pull 3 from the center just to put it back into the center. It's low. Okay. It can't be too loud, guys, because otherwise you won't be able to hear us.
We could just play in silence.
No.
I don't know how engaging that is, though.
Oh no, they're going to accidentally leak Bullet Rick Astley. Alright. So the soundtrack is up now. This is Jane's theme. I believe it's called Long Black Coat, the Firefly Incident, or something.
Yeah, I believe that's the track title.
Okay, well, sorry, let's just finish this boss up, right? So we both do this pattern, very obviously.
Get finished by this boss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Her intensity is about the worst first one to reveal.
Let's break in the middle. What's this one?
Okay.
After using a pattern, lose 1 AP? Come on, man!
Rough.
Alright, we reveal a new pattern. Okay, so it's the same thing but rotated again. Yeah. So I'm just not using Vesta's ability right now on purpose because, well, it technically doesn't matter for this specific boss. And that's fine, right? Vesta's still completely fun to play even without that. Because of her Puyo Puyo action. Or chain reaction action. Whatever you want to call it. The song slaps, Josh. Oh my gosh. I know you can't hear it, but the song slaps.
I've heard it before. I know it slaps.
Alright.
Okay, we're ready for the next round?
Yep. Oh, come on, game.
Watch me get hit by the third blue 4.
Okay. I really need to clear some stuff off the bottom. But using a pattern now costs us AP, essentially. Come on, I need some yellows. 1, 2, 3. Game? Excuse me?
Gun. Okay, I'll take it.
It does slap. Yeah. Oh, come on,
The
Jay!
worst look.
No!
I drew like 5 or 6 4s on one, and then I just got really bad luck. I'm probably gonna die this turn.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
We'll see. Maybe I will draw my stuff.
We're gonna do
That's kind of the
legendary
experience you have with Jane, is you just Scrabble for your bits and hope you get them.
Yeah. Where's my badge? Where's my coat?
Yeah, sometimes it works out. Since I could put my gun again, I think I will, to manipulate the chance of me drawing something that's not a bullet at this point.
Yeah, so Kyle B says, I tried Vesta a little bit, and I really enjoyed swapping stars to ideal locations before clearing. It's satisfying. It's very satisfying, let me tell you that. For Vesta's ability, I assume any stars on the bullet drawn from the center is ignored. You actually don't see the bullet. So in reality, when you clear a 3...
You take them and put them. You don't clear those.
Yeah, you just send the 3 face down. You don't even know what they are. So it says here...
You clear the initial 2, and then you put things. So it uses the word put instead of clear.
Yeah, so you don't see what they are, technically.
And of course, I didn't leave this space open like an idiot, so I can't move. Oh, but I could. It's here, and then this here. It's like a 2, which is great.
How do you do that? Oh, because
it's moved twice.
Yeah, because you badged.
Yeah, I badged. I thanked you got badge.
Okay. That's a 2.
Right.
So 1. Okay. We're getting some stuff here.
Oh, really good luck. Okay. So you can go 1, 2.
We can swap these 2. And then swap these 2.
Still gotta worry about that boss pattern though.
Swap these 2.
No! All the 4. Okay,
this.
I'm out.
Okay. You're dead? Josh,
Yeah,
please!
I got all the 4s.
Okay, well I'm gonna finish this boss when you couldn't. So that clears this, which chain reacts to this. Come on, Marco. You can do this. You're not bad at this game, I promise. Okay, we move this one. And, this power is you lose an AP. So you don't have to spend the AP. So I'm gonna move one here, and then use my last Actually, no, wrong. I'm gonna move one here, and then use my last pattern to clear these. It chain reacts and destroys this. And now I have to pull 6 without dying. 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay. Ooh, alive. Okay, do I do the pattern? Uh-oh, Josh. I don't do the pattern!
No. What was that about beating the boss?
No! That blue dropping there was so bad. Oh man. Bright side, you went down with your song still playing. I guess that's fair.
You're still alive too, so you're not out of it yet.
Yeah, I'm not out of it yet. But unlike all the other bosses, Black Rose does not get easier when your friends die.
Yeah, because now you just have to survive another set of 14 bullets with that state.
Oh man, I want to play.
I guess while I'm out, just chat questions for us about stuff or anything. Go level 99 or anything. Just go with us in general.
Yeah. Especially because Josh is the designer for this game, so you know he knows a lot.
Yeah, if you've checked out Star Mod and have any question, I'm here right now. Or if you have questions about what you're seeing and you haven't played the mod yet, feel free to ask.
Okay, I'm gonna go swap these two. And then do joint artillery, which clears these two. And because one of them was a star, we bounce there. I lose an AP, then I gain an AP. Okay, I need to bait some stars. Now I have to actually take some risks. Because I really need stars. 4. 3. I really need stars. I can't afford to just keep trying to clear. Because I only clear 2s. And if I don't have stars, I don't clear... okay, now I have to actually clear stuff. How do I do this? Okay. Swap here. This sounds like a Mega Man track, by the way. I guess which is why it slaps really hard.
Are you on a different song now? Or are you still on?
No, it's still just Jane's theme.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil too much of the music right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna clear this 3, which isn't amazing, and then I'm gonna clear these 2. It chain reacts and clears this. Come on, Marco. Oh wait, I'm dead.
Wow.
It ended as I
quick.
died and the song ended. Perfect.
Good timing.
Right,
Nice.
It's a movie, man. Preview on boss Jane Doe. So close.
Oh yeah, we can show off some of also just show what they
Yeah,
do.
but they don't have art yet. Speaking of Justicar though, am I right in
Yeah.
assuming that not clearing her pattern means you have no AP for the next round? Yes. Good luck. So this is
Justicar Darrow's art is actually being worked on right now. I have a work in progress that
why
I
is
could
this
show,
art
but I don't
not
want to show it
loading?
until it's done.
So Justicar
It's loading
Doe.
on my end.
Okay, so we're gonna go here.
Go get her pattern because that's important.
Yeah. That's basically her entire power.
Kind of like Senka's boss mode in Heart, she also only has one pattern, but it's very different from the Senka fight. She also only has one shield, like Senka. So how she works is it's been a while since I played her.
Yeah.
So this pattern is really, really mean. First of all, if you fail it, your AP just goes to 0, and you're basically like deadlocked in getting hit by her stun gun constantly. You can still gain AP from stars if you have that capability. So you can still do a little bit on your turn. But let's see. So I'd actually have to read this.
Okay. So here's what it is. Here's what it is.
Yeah, if you know what it is. Go ahead.
Every turn you need to clear, or at least you need to survive 15 bullets from Justicar Doe. All right. At the end of every turn, she also instantly clears your sight. So you just have to survive placing 15 bullets every turn. What's the problem?
And
then?
it also means you can't set up for future turns.
Yes. But what's the problem then? There's 2. Number 1, you have to make sure that you do Immobilizer. Because if you don't, next turn you're gonna have 0 AP. But there's another wrinkle to this. Her one shield requires 9 to break, right? Or 8 or 9 or 8 depending on player count. That's weird. Why? Because if you ever break her singular shield, you lose. So how do you win this game? You win this game by literally timing her out. You have to run the center out of bullets. That's the entire game. So she's literally frisking you, and you have to not do anything illegal, aka assaulting the police officer. Right?
Basically, yeah. You have to prove your innocence.
Yeah.
By playing the entire bag out.
And so you have to not get immobilized. You have to avoid doing something straight up illegal, which is assaulting her, right? Because if you assault her, she arrests you, and you lose. So she's a stall boss, and it's very appropriate for Justicars, because Justicars are characterized by having long, boring, you know, laws that they read out to you. So this is her trying to frisk you. It's a very difficult fight. One that's kind of sketchy. I got her down to 45 bullets in solo. Yeah, so this is actually harder with lower player counts. Because if there's less players, then you're pulling less bullets from the center every turn. Because in 4 players, you're pulling 45 every turn, right? So she'll end in like a few rounds. In single player, you're pulling 15 every turn. So you have to survive like 8 or 9 rounds against her. It's rough. It's really rough, Josh.
Yeah, she's probably one of the harder bosses in Star. Or kind of the design those we took for Star is just to make bosses even harder.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you'll notice if you check out the mod that all the bosses are pretty crazy in general, but they're also just flat out harder to beat in general. I hope.
Yeah.
We tested them.
That's just
They
the
seem
card
to be
though.
pretty hard.
They're meant to be harder. We can still beat them sometimes when we play good. But if you get unlucky, like in this game, like I basically drew 0 stars. Dang, man, it's hard.
I mean, Bullet's still a game with RNG, right? So yeah, sometimes you just get bad luck. But that only took us like, what, 15 minutes, maybe?
Right.
So we could just jump back in if we wanted to.
Okay, so let's talk about Vesta boss. Vesta boss is the simple boss, is what we call. So she's like the Fanged Sun equivalent, right? Where the boss mechanic isn't very complicated. So Vesta is at the end of the boss round. So one thing that we realize is that people really love clearing multiple shields in one turn in order to avoid the bad effects of bosses. So Vesta's just like, nah. If you break more than one shield in a turn, she just hits you. So you can do it. It just hurts. So that's her basically fireworking you, right? So each of her shield breakpoints is that a certain number of bullet hits you. So according to Josh, she basically counts down, right? So all 4s hit you, all 3s hit you, all 2s hit you, all 1s hit you, and then the last one is 10 bullets from the center hit you. So she counts 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! And then she throws a bunch of fireworks your way.
Yeah, the art that you can't see because of yet is basically like a big fireworks display.
Yeah,
as you can imagine.
She's gone Super Saiyan. I'm kind of amazed by how mean bullet bosses are. Shmup bosses are mean. Like that's the point, right?
Yeah, when you kind of when you see a shmup for the first time, especially a bullet, and you haven't played shmup before, you always hear people like be freaked. Like, how can you even play? It's like the entire screen is covered with bullets. How do you beat that?
Yeah, how do you even beat that? So, so you're thinking to yourself, wait a minute, that last shield literally means every character just dies against this boss when they break the last shield. How do you ever win? Well, look at her patterns. So, if you do not fulfill her pattern, right? So if you don't fulfill this pattern, you get this effect, and the effect is good for you. Vesta, you ignore the shields of Vesta for that round. But the patterns are so easy, because this just says, hey, if you have a 1 in your sight, yeah, you don't get this. Or, hey, if you have a star in your sight, you don't get this. Or if you get a 2 in your sight, you don't get this. So basically, this boss is about making sure that you clear your sight of every bullet that's on the pattern in order to not die. Josh, you disconnected.
I super disconnected.
Alright, was that me, or...?
As long as they can see your screen, that's okay.
Okay, wait. No, this might kick me back. So I'm gonna go put up this one of each color. No. So let's just say you have two red 4s, 3 green 4s, and 1... is it even possible to have 3 green 4s? Let's just say you have 2 red 4s,
there's 3 green
2
4s,
green 4s, and 1 blue 4. You get hit 5 times. That's it. You just get hit 5 times, and then you instantly die.
Right.
Hardest
so you can
boss...
either keep an eye on the numbers on your sight and get hit by the shield effect, or you can attempt to do pattern.
Yeah. Let me put the server back up, Josh.
Sure.
And you know, while I'm here, I might as well play the new theme. I have another theme. I wonder if people can guess whose theme it is.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
So I'm just gonna go getting all of the themes. Where's the last theme?
I guess I'll talk about some other stuff we did with Star while you're...
Yeah. Sorry. Just,
So we got a new rulebook in the mod. It's basically the same art rulebook with some updated clarification.
Right.
You'll notice that the book, there isn't lore information for the heroines anymore. These have been separated into these lore sheets with a little poster on the back.
You kind of saw them at the start when we had Vesta and Jane's lore sheets out.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, I'm gonna go show people.
We did this in bullet orange, actually, and we liked it so much that we're just gonna do it in Star. We're gonna backpedal it to Heart as well whenever Heart gets reprinted.
Right.
Because Heart is very close to out of stock from what I understand. I think we only have like 500 copies left, which is not a lot when it comes to a stock of a board game.
Okay. Kyle B? Oh, from her incoming? Not from her incoming. Starry Night Memory literally just looks at all of the 4s on your board, and then you get hit by all of them. So it's like on your site, if there's a 4, it just hits you. All of them.
It's kind of like weird Adelaide boss.
Right, because Adelaide
kind of
hits you with all your face down bullets, right?
Right.
But this one hits you with all of bullets of this certain number. Alright, people, a new theme is playing. Can you guess whose theme this is? I don't know how to describe it.
You have to have seen the mod, I guess, to know all that.
Well, no, I'm showing the stream right now, so people can see the heroines right now.
I guess I'll flip them back over to the art.
Alright. Chat, come on. Guess whose theme this is? I love this theme because it lay motifs on the main bullet theme.
I'm trying to remember which theme that is just based off that. Since I can't hear it.
It starts with the letter F. The theme name starts with the letter F. Oh, chat got it right. It is Nawa's theme. Completely correct. It sounds French, like cuisine. It also has some slight Spanish influences in there because Filipino music has a lot of Spanish influences. So there you go. The name of this song is Festive Luya. Luya is a fruit. Patchouli. But yes, this is Nawa's theme. Alright, cool. When the new theme starts. So, you know, we have these lore sheets. They kinda... We had these in Bullet Orange, right?
Yeah, we had them in Orange, and yeah, we wanted to keep doing it because people seem to like them. And, you know, we get to put cute little posters in, or if you hang them up on your wall, you can read about heroines. And it saves the rulebook space. Actually, there's a lot more space for the FAQs, which is really nice for
right.
And so
here's the rulebook, by the way.
FAQ section now.
Oh no.
It's got the promo art on 2 different pages, so you can't really see the spread, but it's there.
Okay, new theme has started.
You can see more of Rose's zombies on the side there as well.
Yeah, those are Rose's zombies. So you see the Cropites have like camera faces.
Oh, that's Panerazzi actually.
Oh, that's Panerazzi.
Like
Where's the Cropite then?
Yeah. They're not in this art.
Oh, come on, man.
Her generic zombies are desaturates, so you can see it's in her boss
rather than degenerates. I mean, this theme is really obvious. This theme is like super obvious. If chat doesn't get this theme, y'all are losing it. This one's really easy, Josh. This one's really easy. Newsflash.
Oh, it's Yin's. Okay.
You just said the answer. How dare you?
You just said newsflash. Like,
I mean,
is that not going to be obvious?
It's only obvious to you because you know all the lore.
I guess.
So this is
I forgot that. Yeah, Yin's poster art doesn't have her news UI on it. If you go over to Yin, I forget which number Yin is on the board. She's like 3.
Yeah. So she has news sticker UI.
Yeah. She had like time and temperature and news sticker.
World
her boss art also actually you can see that on her boss. No, her art doesn't exist.
No, it does. There you go.
Oh, the art does exist for collective consciousness. Yeah. So her warning bar is actually a news sticker, and it's not warning text. It's just like more brainwashing propaganda.
Yeah, because
So she has like the little unique.
yeah. Okay,
order
so
for
in
her
case
boss
people
art.
don't know, her boss mode is that she brainwashes the heroines and makes them fight each other instead. So she infects your deck with patterns, and so long as there's a yin pattern in your hand, you must send your bullets to your friends instead of her. So literally she makes you guys play free-for-all in boss mode. That's why she says, now back to your regularly scheduled episode of free-for-all. Because literally she's making you play free-for-all. Yeah, in retrospect, that's pretty obvious. yeah, it's Yin's theme. It's a news theme. So this is the cover art, Josh, right?
Yeah. So the cover of the rulebook is the box cover. Alright, you'll see a little bit on the cover. There's more lasers, and your gunshot goes a little to the side. But yeah, that's the cover art for the game.
Right.
And I think this is most of the art, other than the boss arts. Is the only thing you
Yeah,
won't see in the mod quite yet. 'Cause we're still working on some arts.
Yeah, we're just missing boss art. We also have a new intensity track. So
Yeah.
So
So
one
we
of them
use
is
the
the
cover
cover
art
art,
and the promo art.
and then the back is the spread art of Jane and Rose fighting.
This is actually our first. This is our first like boss art. We didn't actually do that in art at all, so it's cool that we get to see like a boss mode in
Yeah.
this art.
Okay, everyone, whose theme is this? All right, whose theme is this, everyone? This theme sounds really tired, Josh.
Does it actually sound tired? I know which character you're talking about, but
I mean, it's not that
It's been a
tired,
while
but you can feel the exhaustion.
you can feel the not energy in it. Yeah.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a bullet. I mean, that's fair. Is Bullet Heart going to be available in the next Kickstarter, Josh?
I don't exact tier so Star is not going to Kickstarter. It's going to Launch 99, which is our kind of in-house platform. So you can go to our website when it goes live. You'll see tier-like bundles that you can buy. I believe Heart will be in one of those bundles. I think there's a quote tier that's like get Heart, get Star, get Orange.
Okay, so there is a way to just get all the bullet stuff.
There's tentative plans. Yes, I don't know the final plans yet because I don't do that.
All right.
I'm not the marketing team, so
All right.
not too sure, but there should be. Yeah.
Okay. Chat
I
is
know
all.
that we're reprinting Heart for this. So.
We are reprinting Heart. That's awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
Heart's been selling like gangbusters, right?
That's what I hear. Yeah.
Okay, everybody's guessing Planal and Memory. Incorrect. This is Balance's theme. Right? This is Balance's theme. Balance has a theme. Memory does not. So this has to be Balance's theme, right?
Yeah. Memory's theme isn't done yet, so yeah.
I believe the name of this theme is... Let me just double check. It's like... maybe the name will convey it better, because I am bad at remembering names. So let me just check the name of this theme. No, it's not Festive Luya. Nope, not Long Black Coat Firefly Incident. Come on. The
Balance is like my
Hollowed...
favorite character in this set too.
The Hollowed
Yeah.
Halls of an Unwitting Maid.
Hmm.
I mean, you guys weren't wrong, right? Because you guys guessed the other Space Witch, so you're not too far off. They are sisters. And we have the last theme here. Obviously, you've heard this one already. All right. I mean, if you guys have any more questions, feel free to ask. But it seems like we're mostly done here. Whose mechanics do you want to learn about? Do you have any questions for Josh? Do you have questions about the design or the development of the game? If you want to learn more about those things, this is your chance to ask. I heard tire sounding and thought, the girl with the pajamas. It checks out. I mean, I guess. That's the irony of it all, is that Memory is actually super not tired. She's way too energetic for her own good, Josh. Josh, I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm here.
Alright. Obviously, Josh is just waiting for all of your questions so that he can answer it. He's preparing. He's charging up his answer lasers.
Charging my social energy.
Yeah. I love how all of the soundtrack names are so Toho. I mean...
Oh yeah, that was one of kind of the mandates we told Blaster Brain, is that, you know, the titles have to sound Toho.
Have to exude
and of course
anime
they're
energy.
familiar with the source material, of course. Which is
Of
part of
course.
the reason we picked them. So yeah, the titles are all great.
Yeah, it gave me Space Witch vibes, so I went for Memory and completely forgot that Balance was also a Space Witch. I definitely want to learn about Balance's mechanics. Okay, let's talk a little bit about Balance. So Balance is...
Mechanics?
What mechanics? There's none. Alright, Josh, explain your favorite character.
Alright, so where is she?
Here. Where are you going,
Oh, you're
Josh?
on the other side. I got it right.
Yeah,
I
okay,
gotta
over
turn
here.
my
Follow my hand, follow my
sight
hand.
around.
Follow my
I
hand.
got it.
Here. Alright, Balance
Oh,
is
here, not here.
Yeah,
She's
here.
also here too. Yeah. So Balance has no life track at all. Instead of getting hit, she loses AP, and she would get hit. And when her AP goes to zero, she loses. So basically, you know, her work is her life, so to speak.
Yes. And if she
Which is
ever
kind of
runs
the
out
design
of...
goal with this character.
If she ever runs out of work to do, or she loses all her energy, she just goes, I'm tired of this, I'm leaving.
Yeah, she just stops playing the game. Her boss mode also has that give up mechanic where if you don't actually beat her final shield effect just says you remove her from the game.
She just leaves. She just leaves the boss
So
fight.
she just you know, she leaves her terms basically.
Alright, so
So,
Balance's
that's pretty
UA is very interesting because it lets you get hit multiple times over the course of the game for almost no repercussions, right? So it's kind of like being Suguri or kind of like being Rie. But what's the big
But the
benefit?
repercussions are different, right?
Yes, but what's the big benefit for Balance? The big benefit for Balance is that she can move bullets up for 1 AP as part of her default movement action, and her drop pattern action is only 1 AP. So since her AP is her life, she has to spend less AP on her actions. So
Yeah,
she's
her actions are really efficient.
yeah, so she's super efficient. What is the estimated launch date for Bullet Star? We are not announcing that yet. We're still in the testing phase. So why are we doing the stream? We're doing the stream because if you find any of these characters interesting and you want to play them yourself, we would very much appreciate it if you went to our Discord and then played the characters. And if you have any feedback on them, put it in our feedback form so that we can track how much fun you have.
Yeah, we're finishing up open testing for Star, and we'd like to get as much feedback as we can before
Right.
that's over with.
So for people who don't know
Just
what
trying to
open
find-
testing is, it means that this is the final phase of testing, where Josh and I have already developed and balanced a lot of the characters internally, and we're just showing it all off to all of you, just in case we missed something, right? Because things can get missed. That's just the reality of life. Such as, for example, that thing with Rose earlier, and whether or not it's choose or random, for example. All right. So what's Balance's boss like?
So Balance's boss is like her in form extremely lazy, but not any less mechanical. So basically, this Balance fight is a one-turn boss fight, where instead of having a current, the center becomes everyone's current at the same time.
So you can never run out. Like, you know. Well, if you do run out, you guys either die or you lose because you run out.
Yeah, so the game basically says you have one turn to beat her, and in the process of trying to send enough bullets to her, you might die because you have access to the full bag, all the fours, all the colors. So, and she automatically beats you if you pass a turn and don't beat her.
Right.
So
So this is kind of like another boss that's in the shape of the Bauk, but this time we've made it definitely harder. Because
this is kind of like Bauk 2.0. We had that Bauk wasn't as difficult as I would have liked in Heart, and so this is kind of a retry at the fight to give the same kind of experience.
Right.
But in a different way.
So this one is try to clear 12 bullets, essentially only using 7 AP, right?
Right.
And this is a very difficult task. Let me tell you that. Especially because, and this is a big thing too, if you look at the pattern for balance, so she also still has a regular pattern. And the pattern is, if you don't have this pattern, you just lose the game. So not only do you need to clear 12, you also need to create this pattern before ending your turn. Mm-hmm. Right. So
and the pattern kind of prevents you from like cashing out too early, right? If you clear all of your sight really early, if you clear 12 early, and you don't have this, it's gonna make you draw more.
You actually just lose straight up. You actually just, yeah. So you have to draw more bullets, which could possibly mean hitting you or not, right? It also essentially taxes your AP, right? Because you still need to somehow move those bullets into this configuration, or you just keep pulling until it naturally forms. Either way. Chat is going, God, these are all making me go, that's so cool. Alright, if Josh got to talk about his favorite character, I'll talk about mine, okay? Hey everyone, it's Nawa. Where's Nawa? There you go. So, people might notice that this board immediately looks very, very different from every other board in the game. Nawa is a character that flips bullet upside down because her patterns are actions and her actions are patterns.
Yeah, so instead of having an action board, she has a second U board that is her patterns that are kind of static. She can use these whenever she wants, and they don't discard anything. And her actions go into her hand. So each turn you draw 3 actions, and you can use them however you see fit.
Right.
So you kind of want to, the goal now is to set up these requirement shapes and try to cash out on them a bunch. Right. Because they don't go anywhere, you get them forever.
Yeah, so they stay on your board and they're permanent. Which means that, for example, if you set up Hopia here with these 3, any bullet that gets sent into this green set of green 3s here, just instantly get cleared. Because you can just keep using Hopia over and over and over again without ever discarding it. Problem is that you only ever get 3 actions per turn. So you have
they're pretty good actions, but some of them are pretty specific.
Right. So just for a quick example of what these actions are. So, for example, let me see here. So, for example here, you have Tear Off, which is move 2 red bullets up, down, left, or right 1 space. So you just choose 2 red bullets, one of them goes up, one of them goes right. And then you do the same thing for blue bullets. So you choose one of them goes left, and then one of them goes down. So that's move 4 bullets for 1 card. What's Fillet? Fillet is move a bullet to any space. Repeat this effect twice. So you move any bullet to any space. And then you do it again, and then you do it again. So you essentially get to move 3 bullets wherever you want. So these are very, very powerful actions that can only be this powerful because you only get to use them once per turn, ever.
Yeah, that's kind of the when you design, you kind of talk about power shift, right? So like if you remove her action board, where do her actions go? Oh, they have to go hand. Well, they're one shots now because that's how patterns work.
Right.
So, that means we can make them more powerful. So this is a really interesting boss of design. Yes, this boss just started with the concept of, can a boss have 2 UAs?
Well, not a boss, a character. But yeah, Nawa is the boss of her own restaurant.
There is a boss with 2 UAs. That's sort of.
Yeah, that's so. No, she has 3 UAs.
Well, yeah, 3. She can have 3. Yeah. Sora was also a design example of can when our boss have multiple UAs. So this is kind of another direction you could take it.
The other perk is the flavor text has so yes, Nawa is Filipino. So her recipes or her patterns that are printed on her board are named after Filipino recipes with a little alien twist. Because Nawa's thing is that she runs a space alien themed restaurant that uses alien ingredients. right? That's why the name of UA is Space for Dinner. So
yeah, it's the name of her cookbook.
Yeah, that's the name of her cookbook. Oh man, I love Nawa so much. I think
Her patterns used to have flavor text. Unfortunately, fitting on this board didn't quite work out, so I had to remove them.
Yeah.
But I'll try to fit them back in again before bit of press, because I might. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, we could probably put more Filipino-isms in the lore here, and you know, it's probably fine. Oh, somebody's saying, I think decent luck is needed when you are soloing against boss balance. I don't think so. But here's the thing, and let me be real with you.
RNG, right?
Decent luck is needed to beat anything in Bullet? Because if you just draw like 6 4s, you die. So,
right.
Like,
but I mean, Celestial Cleaning like exacerbates that, right? It's the RNG boss. You know, it kind of said.
I mean, look, man, if you're trying to take on a space switch by yourself, good freaking luck, okay?
Right.
Like, just.
Do you want to show off Nawa's boss real quick?
Sure. Let's go.
We got time for one more boss.
Yeah, we have time for one more boss.
And of course, again, you can see it's in the mod right now if you want to see how all their bosses work.
Right.
Nawa's is a little wordy. It's not as bad as it looks.
It's definitely not as bad as it looks. It only looks wordy. Nawa's probably the Youngja of this set, where she plays so weird that her abilities have to be a bit longer.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing. It's always the crazy thing in board games, right? How when you just tell them, you know, it works like this, and it takes like a sentence to explain that. But in like rules text, it takes like 2 paragraphs.
Yeah, it's Blinko, right? Like you can just go.
Because you can't just say it works like this in a mechanical sentence. That doesn't tell the player.
In a professional board game, you can't just tell people, oh, it's like Tetris, right? You can't just write that in your rule book. People are gonna call you crazy, right?
Yeah. Balance actually used to play like Tetris, funnily enough.
Yeah, and we both know that doesn't
It didn't work.
Okay,
Yeah.
So here's how this boss works, and it's actually really simple. Nawa essentially is pulling a Kitchen Nightmares or Hell's Kitchen on you, right? She goes, I want some Florian-style halo, stat, and then all of you go, yes, chef, because she demands that you send her a pink, a yellow, and 2 stars per player. So for each player, you need to send a pink, a yellow, and 2 stars. So if there's 3 players, you need to send 3 pinks, 3 yellows, and 6 stars.
Yeah, between you. It's not like player 1 has to send 2 stars and player 2 has to send 3. It's like player 1 could send 4 stars and then a player wouldn't have to.
Right.
But yeah, combined, you send all of these times.
So basically, you and your teammates have to work together to create the recipe that she's set forth before you. What makes this really interesting is that they don't overlap. So if you clear a pink star, you can count that as a pink, or you can count that as a star, but not as both. So you essentially have to clear a freaking lot, or else you'll suffer the consequences. But wait, what are the consequences on her pattern? It's quite simple, actually. If you fail her pattern, Nawa eats all the bullets that you sent her. If they aren't, all bullets in Nawa's incoming are removed from the game. She literally tosses the food out, because she's like, this is garbage. You know, it's not cooked. Where's the lamb sauce, right?
And you know, obviously, if she does that too much, you just can't play the game anymore because there's no current.
Right. So if the center ever runs out of bullets, you guys just lose. So basically, you have to keep following her recipe, or else she's just gonna keep throwing your bullets out. Like, she's like, no, don't like it, no, don't like it, no, don't like it. She what? Chat's like, what? These bullets are raw! Yeah, that's essentially what it is. She gets mad at you and throws out the bullets. So when Josh and I play this boss, it's really funny because we go, you know, every time we check the incoming and then we match the pattern, we go like, Chef likes it, Chef likes it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun testing. So Nawa's boss is really fun.
Yeah.
Flavor-wise, since you can't see the art yet because it doesn't exist, this is her food critic persona, so to speak. So this is her. It's like a food critic, kind of.
Right. She's going Gordon Ramsay on you, right?
Basically, yeah.
It's basically what it is. So she's getting angry food critic.
The art I won't talk about because it's very avant-garde, different, scary. So I'll let you see it. When we
look,
get done.
the UA says it itself, okay?
Yeah. Some amount of her mouth is featured in this art, possibly the entire art.
Possibly the entire art is her mouth. So for people who don't know the lore, Nawa is based on the Filipino mythical creature known as the Baku Nawa, which is basically like a Filipino version of Jormungandr from Norse mythology.
Yeah, it's a big snake that eats things.
Well, not things, specifically.
The moon specifically in that lore.
In our lore culture, Baku Nawa is how we explain lunar eclipses and stuff. So when the moon goes away, or whatever, we just say, hey, Baku Nawa ate the moon. Baku Nawa actually stands for the Moon Eater. So that's the lore behind her name and why her boss is her literally eating everything.
Right. So in the so Bullet, her power is that she can literally eat anything, you know, and that doesn't mean she can digest whatever she eats. That means she can change her mouth size to be, you know, to eat things like planets and stuff.
Yeah, so she's literally
Thankfully,
a moon
she's
eater.
not like a bad guy or anything. So
well,
it's okay. she's kind of a gray area, right?
Yeah,
like, you know, she runs a restaurant. She's not dubious with it, but sometimes she gets mad and eats people.
Sometimes she gets mad and eats people is not necessarily the best thing to say. She's definitely not Rose though, right? She doesn't go around wanting.
She's not like horribly tries to destroy the world or anything, of course.
Right. She just gets mad sometimes and then sometimes eats your car or whatever, right?
Right.
So she's kind of like she's basically like a Gordon Ramsay type volatile person, at least in her critic persona. Chef Na was pretty nice. Have you seen it? Have you seen her? She's just going, just a little off the top. Make it sweat. Nice and fluffy. Like, you know, I kind of feel like she's like two chefs in one. Like, critic mode is Gordon Ramsay for sure. And then, like, when she's not...
Well, she is two chefs in one because her tail is another chef.
All right, Baku is pretty cool. Her sous chef Baku is obviously not a real person and instead just a puppet that she's had since her childhood. If you notice, Baku's...
the flavor text is just her talking in Baku's voice.
Yeah. And therefore, Baku's pronouns are also she, so Baku is still a heroine.
Yeah. Every person is a heroine, boss modes or secondary characters and whatnot.
Right.
So far.
So Baku's what do you call this? Baku's arms are obviously just Nawa's tail.
She has like a 3-forked tail. So you can see two of the forks here. One is, you know, in the body part.
You can see a little bit of her tail coming here. So her art is meant to represent that, you know, Nawa's tail is so long and then it wraps around to the other side of her board. But yeah, there you go. That's some of the characters from Bullet Star. I mean, there's still a lot of characters we haven't talked about. We haven't talked about Mind. We haven't talked about Yin. We haven't talked about Rose. We haven't talked about Memory. You can find those out for yourself by joining our Discord and playing Bullet Star right now. Chat, just search up Level 99 Games Discord and you'll get there. If you have any more comments, questions, or suggestions, you can ask us on the Discord because Josh and I are going to be there most of the time. Well, I am at the very least. So if you have any questions, you can ask me there. Without much else to say, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the special preview of the gameplay for Bullet Star rather than just talking about the character's lore and everything. So, if without much else to say, thank you so much, Cycle617, thank you, and good night. By the way, it's really appropriate that the background that's playing is the Yin news ticker theme. So it sounds it sounds like we're about to end the news show. I have been your host, Marco DeSantos, also known as Spaghetti Critic, and with me has been the ever amazing, ever wonderful designer of Bullet himself,
Josh, also known as Ithri.